What's up guys, and welcome back to Hackzor's gamer channel. Today we're gonna do a little bit different. Today we're gonna talk a little bit about what made vanilla World of Warcraft so great. So by starting by typing into this vanilla private server here, I think it will do the trick. Alright guys, the first thing I want to talk about is nostalgia. This game brings back so many childhood memories. When this game came out, I was like 12 years old, and I was like, oh my god, look at this game, look at so many things that you can do. Look at this graphic, oh my god. Yeah, kinda like that. I had a friend who played this with me. We started around the same time. And we spent so many hours playing this game, and it was awesome. We had so many things that we can do. So yeah, totally childhood memories. Can't wait to Classic to get released to feel that childhood memories brought back again. So I hope that Classic World of Warcraft, when it comes out, it's gonna come out in the summer if you haven't seen it. I hope that they take all the vanilla experience and bring it into the game. Yeah, I really hope they don't change too much. I really hope that you can really feel that the vanilla experience again. It would be awesome to experience that. Yeah, I also want to talk a little about the gold system, the auction house system in Battle of Azeroth. I'm not here to talk shit about any game. I just Battle for Azeroth just didn't hit me where it should. I played very little of it, and I have recently played Legion as the latest expansion, where I played all through the expansion, and it didn't really hit me, you know. So yeah, the thing that I was talking about is the gold system in Battle for Azeroth. It's gone crazy, and I'm sure you guys can relate to that. If you have ever played vanilla and you're still playing Battle for Azeroth, you can totally see that the gold valuta is out of control, like totally. Like on this character I have like 69 gold, and I'm a level 43, so it's crazy. If I played Battle for Azeroth and I leveled up, I should probably have around 500 gold at least by this time. But I want to show you the auction house. The difference between those two things is hilarious. Alright, now we go look for weapons, and let's say let's look for some epic. You can see the most expensive weapon is 1299. That's a lot of gold in vanilla. But we can also just look at the rare items, the blue stuff. You know, you can comprehend the gold here. You can see, oh, 20 gold, it's a lot, but I can manage to get that again. And then, 700 gold. Oh, I love this blade though. It's legendary. So awesome. Yeah, you don't see that blade in Battle for Azeroth anymore. Anyways, that's not my point. You can comprehend the goal. You can what should I say? You appreciate the gold farming so much more, cause when you have like 300 gold, you have a lot, and it's gonna take you so much time to gather it, unless you have some gathering professions that gets you rich, you know, and you feel like an accomplishment when you farmed a lot of gold. When you get like epic mount, it costs so many gold, but in Battle for Azeroth, it's just like, I have a lot of gold, like crazy gold. And I just wanna show you a little comparison, because I have created almost a new character here. Welcome to retail Battle for Azeroth. Yeah, and the reason I don't play on my high level is because I haven't got my subscription on, because I didn't see the point, just to show you the difference between these two games. But as you can see, the graphics is totally awesome in Battle for Azeroth. I will give them that. It looks great. I mean, look at this knight. They look awesome, you know. And the characters looks awesome too. But I want to show you the auction house. Alright, here we are, auction house in Stormwind. Yes, let's see here. Now we're just gonna take what? Weapons. Let's just search for anything. Look at these prices. I mean, what the actual fuck? I mean, when you have played since vanilla, you're probably gonna have that many gold, so it's not that bad. But when you compare it to each other, it's just like, I mean, what if you had so much gold in vanilla? You would probably be the richest person in the whole game. I mean, look at these prices. It's insane. It's ridiculous. And I know that Blizzard can't really do anything to fix this, because if you're played since vanilla, you're gonna have a lot of cash, and if you've been active in every expansion, you're gonna have a whole lot of cash. Even though if you haven't found it, just by leveling, you're going to get so much gold when you, yeah. The next thing I want to talk about is leveling. Leveling in vanilla is a whole lot different when you level in Battle for Azeroth, and I will show you that in a minute. Alright, here we go. This is, as I said before, this is Battle for Azeroth. So let's see how long time it's gonna take me to kill this level 11 spider. Well, that didn't take that long.
I'm out of range. I don't have a target.
And that's a kill. It could be fun to see how many kills I can get if you compare it to vanilla. How many kills that I can get before I kill one character in vanilla. But I don't think I can do that. But my point is, in vanilla you couldn't just like jump in and we're just gonna kill all these creatures here. Fuck that, because I don't give a shit. Look at my health. I'm not even losing any health, like
it's too
really.
far away.
I can just keep on doing this, just spamming, and it doesn't affect my character at all.
I need a target.
One shot it. I mean, really, this feels awesome in the start, but
I don't have a target.
It's gonna get kind of boring when the time passes. When you're just gonna fly in, pull like 20 mobs and
I
kill
need
them.
a target.
You don't have to be. Yeah.
I don't have a target.
But now I will try to show you how vanilla leveling is. And here we are, folks. We are in Stranglethorn Vale. For those of you who actually remembers, this zone is pain, both as Horde and as Alliance. But I will go out of this safe zone of Booty Bay and attempt to kill them up without getting ganked by the Horde. Alright, I'm outside. Oh, Horde dead. Hope I don't get ganked. Oh, there we have a target. Oh, we can just kill this guy. No, that's an NPC. We're just gonna kill this guy. Alright, to show you. Yes, this is basically it. And of course I can use my spells and drain all my mana at once. But it's not gonna help me kill him much faster. So this is basically, yeah, this is how you level. Let's say you should kill 20 of these guys, 20 of these mages, or 20 of those raiders there. It's gonna take a whole lot of time, and you can't pull like 20 mobs, just be done with the quest and move on. No, you can't. You have to do it slowly. And why does that make it better? well, it takes more time, but it's more challenging, and for some reason we like some challenge in games. Not too difficult, but definitely not too easy. And I can get over here. Right, now we should try something funny. Right, now I'm just gonna auto attack some dude, and I hope I don't get ganked while I'm trying this. I'm gonna go here, attempt to kill this guy, and then I go to Minori here on Battle for Azeroth, and I'm gonna find a creature and attempt to kill it. And let's see which one is faster. Maybe it's unfair, I can't tell. Oh, here we go.
I need it.
And done. And I'm not even done over here yet. That's what I mean. This is too easy. Right, here we have a lot of creatures. Now just to prove that. Prove a point. And I know I'm not popping any abilities on my paladin right now, so of course I can kill a lot of these guys. But
I need to get closer.
You still have time. Yep, I'm still trying to kill this guy. Now I killed 3 targets. Let's go for the last target, see if we can make it. Oh, he's running. Well,
I need a target.
And he's dead. And he's not dead yet. Well, my point is that you kill so many creatures here, and your level cap is just gonna raise up as hell. This takes time, and you feel a kind of achievement each time you get a level in vanilla. And I hope that in classic you have the same feeling, because that's the not the whole point, but that's some of the points with vanilla. So onwards, the next thing I want to talk about is the damage system. As you can already see, as I talked about a little bit about before, I'm gonna make this one short. The damage system is just crazy. It's totally out of balance. No, this I don't do this much damage, and I'm sure if you compare it
far away
with vanilla, there's not gonna be that much of a difference, except that you just kill these creatures faster. But when you get to high level, and we all know this, their damage is crazy, and I will show it here in this clip I found. And as you can see, the damage is just mentally insane. If we go back to vanilla, if I crit one, like, I'm gonna hit him real hard, the hardest that I can possibly do. I'm just gonna do this because I'm a retribution paladin, so I can use which is called a Rick Bomb. It's basically that that you stack 4 hits up, and when you swing, you're just gonna swing a lot of times. I'm gonna show you here. All right, activating Rick Bomb. A lot of paladins spec this back in vanilla. It was kind of fun, but now you can see that I have 4 stacks, and I'm gonna hit him. Oh, god damn it, he disarmed me. All right, we're gonna try again. That's 1 stack, 2 stacks, 3 stacks. All right, we're good to go. And I'm just gonna buff up, and now I'm gonna hit him. Boom. So now you can see on my screen 5 hits with my few weapon, and 9 hits with my ability Seal of Righteous. That's the hardest that I can hit. But in Battle for Azeroth, when you crit, it's way over the top, and you can comprehend the numbers here. You can't do that in Battle for Azeroth. And as I said again, I'm not here to shout shit about Battle for Azeroth. I'm just comparing vanilla, WoW, and Battle for Azeroth. No hate on Battle for Azeroth, it's just not a game that I like to play. That's why I'm hoping that classic World of Warcraft will be awesome. I'm just hoping so bad. Alright, the next thing is that when you're in vanilla, you have social. You are social. You have friends and you have your guilds, and you need to use them. You can't do like in Battle for Azeroth, just go and go for a raid find or something. Help you find group. No, you actually have to type here, looking for group, SM, armory. You have to do that the old-fashioned way, and when you do that, you are getting in contact with other players. It's just not, no, I'm just gonna sign up to something here. Let's go here, dungeons and raids. Well, I'm just gonna sign up. Well, I can't because I'm only at level 11. But anyways, you get the idea. You need to have social contact with other players. And when you choose a guild, if you want to actually raid in vanilla, you have to get comfortable with your guild members. You have to interact, you have to type, you have to speak to them and all that stuff. You don't really do that in Battle for Azeroth anymore. That's the essence of the social of the game. They're taking it out of it. Unless you're a pro raider in Battle for Azeroth. One of my friends tells me that he plays a lot of high ranking raiding on Battle for Azeroth, which is fine, which is totally fine. And he says that he has a lot of interactions with his guild members and stuff like that. But he also says but if I'm not raiding, if I'm just poking, or if I'm just going for raid finder or something like that, they don't talk, they don't type. The only thing that's come out is hate for each other. Like, healer, why you no heal? And healer is like, stop standing in fire and shit. That's all that they talk about. And I miss that. And I hope that classic World of Warcraft will bring that back. Bring the social things back to World of Warcraft. Would be awesome, would be great. Please, please, please do that. Anyways, again, now that we have talked a little bit about raiding, let's go in depth. Raiding in vanilla, when you started up so many years ago, nobody knew what they were doing. There was no tactic, there was no places that somebody just could tell you, yeah, you just need to do this. You have to actually try to do stuff to beat the bosses. Nowadays, Blizzard just tells you what you need to do, and people are like, I don't know what to do anyways. And I don't get that. Why do Blizzard tell people what they need to do? What's the fun in that? It's too easy. You have to experiment with the raid bosses. You have to come out with some kind of idea or tactic on how you should beat the boss. And no, that will not return in classic World of Warcraft, because everybody who ever played vanilla knows or remembers how to beat the different bosses. Maybe not in details, but they know what they need to do. And of course, those who plays at this private server, which is called Kronos, if I hadn't said it, for you guys who wants to try vanilla experience, just go play this. This is vanilla. This is so much vanilla that it gets. Can't be any more vanilla than this, except vanilla, of course. But anyways, back to the topic. You didn't have any places where there was tactic script lying around. You have to figure out that yourself, and that is something that Battle for Azeroth hasn't. They just tells you what to do. Anyways, next thing, talent system. What an awesome system this was. And I know some people hated it and some people loved it. I'm totally one of those guys who loves the talent system. The reason why I love it and I don't like it in Battle for Azeroth. Wait, what's going on here? I'm gonna die. Nope, they didn't stand a chance even if I was AFK. See what I mean? It's too easy. Anyways, back to talents. In Battle for Azeroth, you just choose a specialization because there is no talent tree anymore. Back in vanilla, you actually have to level up to get different kind of spells. Depends on what spec you want to be. Of course, you also have to level up to get the different kind of spells, but I just still think it's too easy. I mean, at level 12, it is now. You get some kind of special ability. I mean, Shadow Strike. That's crazy. Back in vanilla, when you got Shadow Strike, I don't even remember if it called Shadow Strike back then. But at level 10, you didn't get shit. It was first at around level 40. If you just spent all of your talent tree, you got to the late button, and in the paladins, I got either a Holy Shield if I go totally protection paladin. I had Repentance or Holy Shock. And the achievement you got when you actually hit level 40 to get that last spell, it was just like awesome. You got your first mount, if you got the gold for it. You got your last ability in your talent tree, and it was awesome, and it was a total game changer. I remember when I played Warrior, you got Mortal Strike at level 40, and it was crazy. As I remember in Legion, when I started up leveling a warrior, you get Mortal Strike in level 10 or level 12, and I was like, really? I get Mortal Strike now? Said it before, I just think the other game's too easy, and I hope that Vanilla Classic, as I said before, will have these experiences with it because it's more fun. Alright, the last thing I want to talk about, and then I will totally shut up, is the there is different characters and different classes. In Battle for Azeroth, it doesn't really matter which character you pick. Of course, if you pick a rogue, like Minori here, you can go stealth and stuff like that, and you can use all the rogue's ability. That's not what I mean here. The most characters you choose won't have a special ability, but in vanilla, if you go for, let's say that you're human, you can't play all the classes. I know you can't do that either in Battle for Azeroth, but you can almost do it. I mean, in Classic, a Tauren could definitely not be a paladin, definitely not. And but that's not the real point here. My point is, if you choose a druid, let's say that I want to play a Tauren druid, because I want to do combat res. That's a huge game changer. If you have a druid in your raid and your tank dies, he can actually combat res. They are a decent healer, and that's of course nice. That was not my real point either way. Let's say, of course, shamans. You can only play shamans in vanilla if you are at the horde side, and you probably already know this, but it's just to make a point. It actually mattered which side and which ways you chose, because if you're an alliance and you want to play shaman, you can't literally play shaman as alliance in vanilla, and I hope that they make that in Classic too, because humans can be paladins, way like I am, and I got real sad when the horde in Burning Crusade got to play paladin. Not that I see the point that Blood Elf can be paladins, because back in Warcraft 3 it looks like they had some warriors with holy light powers, so I get that, but that's why I like vanilla so much, because it actually matter which class you choose. Nowadays, everybody can be a tank, everybody can be a healer, and everybody can definitely DPS. I know that's not true, because there are some exceptions with some classes that they only can DPS or just can tank. I know that, but my point is there is so many classes who can do all of it. So it doesn't really matter which class you pick. In vanilla, it's important. What do you want to be? If you choose a priest, you're definitely gonna be a healer. And of course, you can also go Shadow Priest so you can DPS, but many of them chose to be a healer. Let's say that you want to be warrior. Of course, there are some DPS warriors because you need some DPS, but most of the time, people who chose warriors is because they want to tank in raids, and I get that. It makes a lot of sense. What can we say here? Let's just leave it at that. The last thing I want to talk about is that proficient actually matters in vanilla. I get the feeling, don't hang me up on this, because I don't really know, because I stopped to use proficients 2 expansions ago, because with all these new stuff you can do with your garrison and stuff like that, you can make your own proficients even though you don't have it. So I think that's sad. It doesn't really matter which profession you choose, because you're not really gonna use it. And of course there is some who uses their professions, of course there is, and they sell stuff on the auction house to earn money. I get that, but if you're not a gold farmer, you get a lot of gold just by leveling. If you just don't spend all your money on shit, you know. Back in vanilla, it actually matters which profession you choose. Let's say my level 60 shaman, he got herbalism and he got alchemy. That's a very important profession in vanilla, cause people actually uses potions. Yeah, they use potions, and they really don't do that in Battle for Azeroth anymore, cause it doesn't really matter. I haven't personally seen people use pots in Battle for Azeroth or Legion or Warlords of Draenor and all that. But in vanilla, and please let it be that in classic, you actually use your potions. So when you choose alchemy, you can also sell your potions on the auction house, because everybody needs it. Everybody who wants to raid needs potions, right? And you also need enchantments on your gear. Right now I don't have anything, and that's very bad for me, because this is actually a raiding character. Mostly I raid Molten Core at the moment because he's not that high geared, but that's not the point. On my paladin I have engineering, and you actually use engineering not just to build mounts, you actually use it for PvPing. And of course you can also use it to do other kinds of stuff, but mostly when I level a character I prefer to level enchanting, because it looks awesome when you can enchant your weapons and it's glowing, and in vanilla it's just like, oh my god, do you have Crusader on your weapon? Are you insane? Yeah, I'm totally awesome. Now die with my 2-hand sword. Yep, that stuff. And nowadays pretty much everything is glowing. Look at this. I mean, I started this character and my weapons are glowing. I know they do that from the start, because I can just equip weapon that is not glowing, you know, you can see that. But my point is, in Battle for Azeroth a lot of weapons are glowing awesome color, so you don't need the enchantments. Plus the enchantments is not that much improving. And last thing I want to talk about, and that's heirlooms. Yep, heirlooms. I get the idea, and I think it's awesome when you're leveling a new character, especially if it's your first character. But when you have tried vanilla and you don't have heirlooms, you just appreciate every bit of experience more, and every level you get, it's just like, yeah, I made it to level 40, and yes, I made it to level 50, 55, 56, 57, I'm so close now, 58, 59, come on, just last level, level 60, yes! That's the feeling you get in vanilla. Here, alright, I got level, woohoo! Still 100 levels to go, thank you very much! So I get the idea with the heirlooms, it just needs to go faster, otherwise people will fall asleep or stop playing. But really, oh damn. Now I hate heirlooms, I hate them so much. And plus, you look like an awesome character right from the start. New players who play World of Warcraft will never know that you look like shit when you start. Let me show you. What is this? What is this rogue? I mean, really? Look at the gear. That's how everybody looked at level 5, and probably looked up to around level 15 or so, because that's when the first green item arrived that your character gets. Now, let's look at this. Is level 27 on my mage. I mean, I just got shoulders for like 2 levels ago, and I know that you can get shoulders early in the game, but they're so tiny. Look at those, and that's not because I'm a gnome. It looks like that on every character. They're just like this small. What does that even protect? Nothing. That's not the point. I just mean that you don't get to appreciate how you look, because you're just gonna go transmog it if it doesn't look awesome enough. That's sad too, because when you finally get to look great, this is not even great, but it's better. You appreciate it so much more. And yeah, I will not continue talk anymore, but thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe if you like this video, and please comment down below if I missed any topic, if there's something you want to talk a little bit about more, and if you're just curious about anything, maybe even a link to Kronos servers for those of you who want to try vanilla experience before classic. Just let me know. I will send a link to Kronos website so you can check it out for yourself if you request it. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. I just can't wait for classic, and I will leave it at that. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, guys, see ya.